Hey everyone, we're back. We've tidied up. We've really just pushed a table over there out of sight. So if you didn't see the last video, which just finished about 10 minutes ago, well, we've got some boom sounds going by. This is the benefit of a live stream. All right, so if you didn't catch the end of the battle report...
Benefit of Penrose.
Yeah. I'm Chris. We go around the table.
I'm Victor.
I'm Casey.
I'm Wayne.
There you go. Look at those introductions. Everyone's high energy this morning with me. It's good. We just finished the battle report about 10 minutes ago. Sit down, talk about the new World War III Soviet book, talk about what we like, what we don't like, answer your questions. We'll just get into it.
So Wayne, why'd you let Chris win?
Yeah, it's the Soviet book release day. Come on. We should be rigging it to prove how good the Soviets are.
I was trying too hard on one flank to get the objective and didn't leave enough to deal with the counter on the other flank. That's the main problem.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm just going to say shout out to Modelling for Advantage. I like your comment. They're missing Wayne's goggles.
Oh yeah. That's why we should have had some hobby stuff. Just an excuse to wear the goggles.
All right, so battle report was good. I actually think I made a couple of big mistakes, I feel. If you didn't see it, you'll be able to see it on YouTube later if you didn't see the exciting conclusion. Spoiler alert, I won. It's a bit of a fluke, right down to the knife edge at the last turn of the game. But yeah, I think I really stuffed up. I didn't protect the front objective enough. I kind of left it open and then you just aggressively rushed it. I think
I ran out of stuff. So
yeah, I do think you were unlucky not to win it in turn 3. So I didn't want you to win it in turn 3 because then it would have been a really short live stream. But you know,
Which was each of yours hero of the match? Your platoon that did the best.
definitely the T-80s.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Hurricane second, but only from one bombardment.
Yeah, that one bombardment, I mean, sold me a battery of Hurricanes.
But then he counter bombardment with his Lars, and that pretty much destroyed them.
Oh, yeah, I kind of do remember you skiting on Friday that you'd managed to destroy a Leopard 2 with a with a Hurricane.
The Hurricanes were legit. I don't think I have a platoon of the match. My Leopard 2s just melted in front of the T-80s. M109s, clearly the M109s. Not only did they survive, but they pushed out, came around the flank of the T-80s, and actually kept me in the game.
To be fair, though, you didn't actually... Did you fire them as a bombardment?
Once. I think they actually got a BMP. They bailed out the BMP that was in the middle of the table.
Because other than that, Lars did more work. They might as well have been another platoon of Leopard 1s.
Yeah, probably. Probably would have been better. That's true, actually.
They would have better anti-tank.
Yeah. Don't tell... No, but those were formation.
Oh, yeah, formation. The Leopard
So that was
1s
good. And I already had my Leopard 1s as a black box support. So there you go. There's some exciting conversation for you. All right. All right, let's start off. The headliner of the day is the T-80. So many people have been waiting so long for it. Super excited to have it on the pitch. I mean, that was your first time driving them now that they're out. So not in play testing, but in like full-on gaming. Good, bad?
Good. I mean, the 20 front armour just makes them... They last longer. Against those modern tanks like the Leopard 2s and the M1, they just last a bit longer.
Well, Leopard 2 can't really touch them much.
Well, it's
22
versus 20.
Yeah.
I mean, M1 is 23. The M1A1 is 23, so slightly better chance, but still a good save.
Yeah.
Hands up at this table if you've got painted T-80s finished. Hands up if they're almost finished then. There we go. So I'm the only one that doesn't have T-80s. And here's a box of T-80s that I found out the back.
And now you have some.
Now I have some. Because I feel like my Czechoslovakians could do with some T-80 support.
So some Soviet support.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, they're good as a company, but just you can add them as support as well, and that's just insane. Having some front armor 20 tanks backing up your BMP horde.
So to put my historical nerd hat on, most of the Soviet forces that were stationed in Czechoslovakia were actually T-72s. But...
Right. I find that to be a very relevant.
So you have to go north
statement.
to East Germany to find the T-80s and T-64s.
Well, that's right. The Czechs just chose to drive north.
No, but some of the units that came from Western Russia and that were T-80s. So,
I reckon by the third day of World War III, if it had happened, there might have been some T-80s there. All right. So we all love the T80. I think it's pretty safe.
Yeah.
All right.
And even modelling wise, it's an awesome kit too. It's really nice to paint with all the ERA on there. And
Oh yeah, because you've done a lot of dry brushing on yours, right?
yeah, they suit it well.
Yeah.
It's easy. A wash and a dry brush and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. My paintings just consist of washing and dry brushing.
Yeah.
But I've put together a lot of every plastic Soviet kit that we make, and it's by far the easiest.
Yeah. You've really liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's even better than the T64, and that was awesome.
Yeah. You used to rave about the T64 actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never assembled a T64, I think.
You've just skipped that. You got your 22 T72s, and you've
yeah.
moved on to T80s.
You did assemble a lot of T72s.
Yeah, you have. You've assembled a bananas number.
Well, about a third of my T72s were assembled by Casey.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
Contract builder.
Yeah.
no, that's the point. I'd assembled some, and then the T64 came out. I don't want the T72s anymore. I'm going to build the T64s.
Schwerpanzerjäger. Yep, you said you were going to stick with Bradley's, but the game sold you on T80s. Yeah, I fully agree.
Do both.
We'll do both. Yeah, I wasn't going to do any T80s. I just wasn't going to bother.
But now you are.
But now I am. Yep.
And how many?
How many? Well, I don't know. What are you guys are running?
A company of 5 in support, apparently.
I know. I will find another box.
I've painted 10. I think 10's like a good number,
Yep.
because it means you can do some small. Because then you can fill them as either two larger companies as regular
By larger companies, you're talking like a 4 and a 5, right?
4, 5, and a 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I wouldn't call them large by Soviet numbers.
Larger.
Right.
Or you can split them that way, or you can split into 3s and do them as the shocks.
Yep.
And the shocks are great because they give you a hit on 4+,
Yep.
as opposed to hit on 3+. But then there's the argument of, well, your front armor 20 is enough that you don't need the 4+. So it's kind of a bit of a...
Yeah. Did I kill a single one of your tanks through the front?
Jaguar did.
There we go.
And but that's anything 23.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think there is an argument for you. I've got armor 20, I don't care. Hit me on 3s because you're not going to hurt me.
But then again, I do also like turning up to a tournament, put them on the table, says, no, 4+ it, bro.
4+, yeah.
And also, in the shot company, your BMP3s and your infantry, if you take them, are hit on 4s as well.
Yeah, that's probably the big advantage. Because in our game, my BMP3s would have been harder for Chris to hit. They would have been... He was hitting them on 4s, they would have been hitting on 5s if they were the shock ones.
Yeah.
And they probably wouldn't have been shot up like they were.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that hit on 4+ infantry. Yeah.
There is something to be said for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I saw it, after you update the East Germans, is there a plan for the next nation for Team Yankee? Stuff like Asian nations and Sweden? Short answer, love to. Sorry, after you update the East Germans. Later on he says West Germans. There we go. Thank you. Producer Ryan behind the camera there for us. Love to. I think everyone would love to see something like an S-tank or something like that on the pitch. Don't know. Too far away. Too much to do between now and then, I guess. With a West German book to sort out and finish off.
We are
Warsaw Pact book.
Yeah, we are doing a Warsaw Pact book, which will have a little bit of new stuff in it. There's not as much new stuff to give to those guys because we tended to give them as much as we could when we first did them.
Yep.
But that book that'll have the East Germans, the Czechs, and the Poles in it again with a bit of extra equipment.
Yep.
And then what we do after that, we don't know.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of ideas floating around in the office at the moment. Pete's had some ideas.
Yeah.
He's suggested to us. We've been investigating. Can't really say because nothing's concrete at the moment.
Yeah. Until actually something goes in a book and it goes off to the printer, it's all subject to change. All right. So what else have we got in the new book? I've forgotten. We got a BMP3. Let's get the TOS 1. Everyone loves the TOS 1. We'll come back to it. BMP3. Well, you didn't really see the BMP3 in the game.
No, because I moved them on and they shot their 30 mil, so they might as well have been BMP2s.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool to fire the missile. I think if they'd been there for another turn, I would have fired the missile at the Leopard ones. And they would have gone straight through them. And
would have been a bad day for Leopard ones.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that they actually are stabilised for their missiles.
Yeah, so I could have still tactically moved 10 inches forward to be pretty close to the objective and fired the missile at the Leopard ones as well. But they didn't survive. Quietly.
Yeah, I do think there's an article going up. Might already be up. Might be up a bit later. Kind of lost track of time. where I think it's Adam Brooker calls the BMP3 the jack of all trades.
Yeah. Well, because it's got the same 30mm gun as the BMP2. It's got a missile that you can fire on the move rather than having to be stationary like the BMP2.
Yep.
Then it's got the 100mm gun. It's got a HE round.
Yeah, I do love the 100mm gun.
So it's got a brutal HE round. So any pesky infantry hiding in some trenches or buildings or whatever, you can deal with. Yeah.
Eliminate them.
Yeah, eliminate them.
Yeah, but I mean, it's only got anti-tank 5, but you're not using it for the anti-tank. You're using it for the 2+ brutal.
Yeah, if you're looking for killing light vehicles, you use the 30mm.
Or the missile,
Yeah, I remember when we were talking about it actually, when you were doing the design work initially, and it was why would people want a BMP3 over a BMP2? It's like, yeah, brutal 100mm gun.
Yeah.
That's just fantastic in my books. And moving missile.
And not slow firing.
True. Yep.
And it doesn't look like a door stopper.
I'm not big on the looks.
On the 3.
On the 3.
It's awesome.
I'm sure the designer
go home.
I'm sure the designer of the BMP3 isn't watching, so won't be offended. I don't like the looks. I prefer the looks of a BMP2.
It looks like an extra fat BMD.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Oh, jeez. What else? We've got the BRDM2 box, which I'm super happy about, but at the same time, I did a quick count this morning. I think I've already painted 19 metal and resin ones, so I don't actually need any plastic ones, but it's good for you guys.
I want some plastic ones. I want to bring my box of unpainted metal and resin ones in and exchange them for the plastic ones.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Well
It's
worth
really
it.
cool how the kit can do all
three
the
options.
options.
Yeah.
And if you're clever, you can magnetize it.
Shh, buy more. Don't magnetize.
You
Buy
should
another
buy
box.
Yeah, you want to buy
shh.
it. Yeah.
You tell we're not marketing. We're gamers.
well, the whole thing is you need so many of them anyway.
Yeah.
By the time, because you have to have your spandrels, you have to have your gas gun, you've got to have your BRDM2s.
Yeah.
You want to run them all in the same game.
You do.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think 19 in my case is overkill. I probably could.
Really?
Yeah, well, my Czechoslovakians do go from one end of the
They're
table to the
pretty
next.
cheap.
They're very cheap.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, TOS 1. Since Casey's been asking for a TOS 1 for how long?
When did we start Team Yankee? World War III Team Yankee?
4 years ago, probably.
I've been
Maybe.
asking for it for 4 years.
Yeah. Go on. Why?
Because it just looks awesome.
I can get a drink in because Casey's going to talk about the TOS 1 for like 7 minutes straight.
No, not
So
really.
if you want to go to sleep, now's the time.
No. It just looks awesome. That's why I wanted it. I didn't actually care about the stats or what it did.
If you haven't watched a YouTube clip of what a TOS 1 does, go watch one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not now. Like, in a little while, go look at it. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's for anyone who's ever complained about infantry spam or Milan spam,
Yep.
this is your answer.
Yeah, I'd say that and a battery of Hurricanes, job done.
Yeah, why not both?
Why not both? There
Yeah,
you
why
go.
not both?
Can't
Yeah,
take both.
Yeah.
yeah, you can.
I think.
It's just awesome. A salvo template of
Is it a salvo?
it's a salvo. Salvo, auto firepower, brutal. So
Oh, yeah, re-rolling your saves.
re-rolling saves and you instantly die.
Yeah, okay, it's legit.
It's legit.
It's legit.
But more importantly, it looks awesome.
It looks like something out of the old Command and Conquer or Red Alert game.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
Good.
And that's
Or Battletech.
yeah,
that's the main reason why I was bugging the writers to put it in for so long.
yeah, something cool. All right. Hurricane, well, we said it in the battle report. It's awesome. I love it. I want a battery now. You kill a Leopard 2, you're deserving of going on my list of models.
It's
to play.
like a super hail.
Yeah, super hail.
It's just a hail with more grunt.
And a better looking hail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better looking hail and firepower anti-tank 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
3.
Anti-tank 4.
Oh, sorry,
firepower
anti-tank.
3. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I should listen to him. I tune Casey out sometimes.
And salvo.
Yeah, and Silver. Last but not least, Tunguska. That bad boy is huge. Like, stupid huge.
Yeah, you park your T80 next to it and there's this large box. It looks like a shipping container.
You park, but you know, to be fair, you park your T80 next to anything and it makes the anything look big.
Compared to other Soviet tanks like T-64 and T-72, it's about the same. It's kind of it's the size of a Soviet tank, but
If you
the
want
fact that they built an anti-aircraft system to protect the tanks that is almost like 1.5 times the size of it is seems kind of silly, but yeah.
Bit mind blowing. I'll just segue. What's that? Lenin Cat 1917. Is there a plan to do a South African Angola book? Pete, who owns the company, says yes. Just when he really wants to do a what's it called? Battle of Battle of somewhere. I can't pronounce it. Quarta Carnival, I think is what it. He's definitely in favour of it.
South Africans versus Angolans, basically.
Yeah.
With some Cubans thrown in as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah.
Not yet. They haven't done any work on it, but he'd love it. Yeah. I know a guy that really wants us to make a model of a Ratel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And a Buffel.
Be interesting.
South African accent's not so good.
If you include Cubans, you can throw in all sorts of weird scenarios involving southern United States and stuff, and
that'd be cool.
Dodgy stuff with Cubans and Russians and sort of
Anyone else?
Things that may have been in a movie at some point.
Yeah, I was going to say Wolverines. Anyway, just the original, not the remake. Not the remake. Not the remake.
It's not that bad.
It's terrible.
Are they Chinese? Are they North Koreans?
Yeah, who knows?
They changed halfway through the movie.
Yes. Yep. Damn it! I want some ZTZ 99s. Huh? They have to tell me in chat what it is because I don't know.
Sounds familiar. I'm just trying to think of what it is.
All right. Quick run around the table. Favorite thing. I know we've kind of discussed this, so it might be quick. Favorite model from the World War III Soviet book. What's other than the T-80? Because I think we all agree the T-80 is awesome. So no easy ones. Casey will go first and say toss one.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
The Tunguska.
Yeah.
Yeah, just big and bad.
Just big and bad.
Hurricane.
Good call. I wrote the question. I don't even remember what my answer was going to be. I was going to say Tunguska because it is just big and awesome. But I'm going to say it again. A hurricane killed one of my Leopard 2s. That means they're awesome. Are they better than a RM70? They must be, right? Because
RM70's basically got the same shooting stats as a Hail.
Yeah, so RM70 is what I've got for my Czechoslovakians. I feel like they might have got a shipment of Hurricanes. So I think you should just research that before you finish the Warsaw Pact book.
I think the RM70 is still in production. I think the Czechs are still making it.
They're still using the Dana.
Yeah. Oh, there's seen some cool YouTube videos of a Dana driving through a gas station filling up.
Yeah. With the BMP-3 and the T-80 out, will we get some rules for South Koreans? Love to. South Koreans are running what, like M48s and M60s? I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I'd say we probably have most of the gear for South Koreans. I don't think they were building a lot locally, were they?
You probably get away with the US infantry for them, I suspect.
There you go. If you want.
Yeah. But worth looking into. I haven't looked into South Koreans. Pete's got me looking into some other things.
Yeah. Yes. Go and read the Larry Bond book, Cauldron. I think it's Cauldron? Cauldron or Vortex. One of them's about South Korea, one of them's about South Africa. No. So read both and you'll be good.
South somewhere, yep.
South Island.
Not the South Island. Yes, North Koreans landing paratroopers in the middle of nowhere in the United States. That's why I really don't like the remake of Red Dawn. It's just, it's not as believable to me. South Koreans run BMP. Okay. Speaking of US infantry, I hear there's some people waiting on it. I don't know what the deal is. Sorry, if I had an answer, I'd let you know.
Is it like out of stock at the moment?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't know.
First I've heard of that.
Yeah, and I saw it. I actually saw it on Facebook over the weekend.
Okay.
While I remember, I did see some stuff on Facebook. We're in New Zealand, like I mentioned in the battle report, so we don't need to be socially distanced right now, if you're worried. So if Casey sneezes, other than being disgusting, we won't be worried about it. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. I'm planting the seed. Any potential updates to the decals? They're very lacking. Next person says they're awesome. I'm kind of confused by that question. You'll have to.
Soviet ones.
Yeah, I think the Soviet ones are okay. We've got decals for the Heinz, bunch of numbers.
Czechs,
Hungarians.
No, not Hungarians, Czechs.
Yeah.
Polish.
True. Thinking Axis Allies book for Flames of War.
Yeah, it's confusing.
It's confusing. All those Eastern European nations look the same to me.
The standard Soviet decal sheet, is there a number variance between the... There is, yeah.
There is, yeah. So if you buy the decal, if you're buying the boxes like this, there's only so many ranges of numbers and stuff. But if you're getting a decal pack, there's massive variety in there. You can check the spotlight on the website to see what's in there.
Yeah. It's quite funny working on this particular book. Say, hey Wayne, I got a question about the Soviet book, and Wayne will start rattling off answers about an IS-2. No. The other Soviet book, and working on both at the same time can be quite confusing.
Yes.
Yeah, it did get a little bit confusing.
It's working on the West German book and a Flames of War German book at the same time.
Yep.
Yep.
I did spot a question in there a little bit earlier about a new NATO book, sort of an updated Free Nations. Hope so. We're not working on it right now. Since Victor taught me how to pronounce the Leclerc.
Yeah.
We think that's
I'm not
right.
an expert, but yeah.
Oh, you mean the
That sounded
Leclerc?
right.
Yeah, we as Kiwis we say, oh yeah, g'day Cobb, Leclerc. Yep. So hopefully we'll see something. Don't know what'll be in it. Like we were talking about before, we'd love to add some more stuff. If it was up to us, we'd just add everything all the time. That's because, well, we don't have to sculpt the models, I guess, and we don't have to produce them, and we don't have to stock them. We just want everything now. So you're gonna have to wait. Sorry.
To be fair, we do have to wait sometimes as well. I mean, we only got our T80s 2 weeks ago, 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's when we got. Well, these guys got their first T80s to start painting. There was some grumbles that you guys out there had World War III starters before we did. So it's okay. It's fair enough.
We're not bitter at all, Chris.
What? It's not my fault. Talking about French decals, you can always buy other nations' decal sheets if you're looking for names and for numbers. Sorry, French have all the names under the sun you'd ever need. I tend to have a stash of decals, so whatever decals I don't use from a project gets put aside for a later one. My French AMX 10RC squadron is covered in World War II decals.
Yeah,
I've got the club, what are they called, playing card symbols, to help me keep my platoons separated and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've used World War II German numbers on my Polish Hinds.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
If you're doing West Germans and you don't want to use the black bridge weights, you can use the yellow bridge weights from the Dutch set happily as well, if you want to.
Yep.
That's in the same decal set
Yep.
as well.
Yep. Someone said the word Canadian, so I saw chat. Sorry, as soon as you say Canadians, because that's still probably my favourite Team Yankee Army at the moment.
Are they finished yet?
No. Casey's throwing stones. I've got, 19 Leopard 1s painted, a mech infantry platoon, my ADATs. I need to paint 2 more ADATs. My tows, my mortars.
Well, what have you been doing? You haven't been painting Soviets.
What have I been painting? Not much, actually. I've been having a painting break. No, I'd love to see the Cougar and stuff for the Canadians. That would be high on my list.
Nice little 6-wheeled lab.
Yeah, yeah. Their plan was they would stay and defend Canada in case of World War III.
Yeah, I think I read that somewhere that there was no plan to move any of the wheeled vehicles over. I don't think.
Yeah.
But did they?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hold off the Cubans.
Hold off the Cubans. Hold off a Soviet advance across the ice.
Yes, across Alaska.
You know, you can see Russia from your doorstep in Alaska, so that's fine. I've been told that.
Yes,
I have been. Any plans to expand the terrain range? Yeah, always. If you saw the battle report, I'm actually gushing over our tree lines. I know it's such a dumb thing to be super excited about, but tree lines are so cool, blocking terrain. They look cool, and I didn't have to make them myself. So when it comes to Battlefield in the Box, the key is I didn't have to make it myself. I have too many models unpainted, too many things I'd like to work on. Terrain is at the lowest end of that. And saying that, since we've moved into this building, we actually have a little bit of space out the back. I am thinking about doing a little Christmas project because I don't have a single bit of flock on any of my forests at home.
same here.
Yeah, I was thinking come in over Christmas, just put some paper down on one of our tables and put all my forests and a few other bits and pieces out. Bit of flock, that's my...
Wasn't that your 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019 Christmas plans?
No, it hasn't been a Christmas plan for the last few years because we haven't had the space.
Right, yeah.
Back in the old building, definitely. I failed to do it 3 Christmases running in the old building.
I wish I could do Christmas stuff, but I normally have to go down and see my family.
Overrated.
All that 6-hour drive for compulsory fun.
You're really selling it, Wayne.
Yeah.
Yes, I've painted my, was it tube launched, optically tracked, wire guided, not these toes.
Oh.
I need my humour wherever I can find it. All right, we'll do a final whip round. Any last questions from the chat? Any little sneak peeks you want? What is it? I'm throwing this question at these guys. They don't know it's coming. World War III Soviets, obviously awesome, and we should be pushing that hard for the marketing people. But what's the next thing? If you could have anything tomorrow, what would it be? If you could just say, if you owned the company and you could have anything, what would it be? I mean, I could say T80s for my Czechoslovakians. Hey, Wayne, hey, come on. Because they'd be cheaper because they'd have like Remount 5 Plus. But, what would you have?
Team Yankee.
And Team Yankee, yeah. Go on. Anyone? I've thrown them on the spot. Sorry.
I
know what you want. You want T14 Amatas.
I want T14 Amatas.
I know Casey too well. We hang out way too much, apparently.
I got Phil to chuck in the spreadsheet at one point just to
see
the numbers, and it was dirty.
Probably the Macabre 3.
Carver 3, yeah, that'd be cool. I remember that. 3 or 4, yep.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the whole idea of doing some more like actual kind of now modern Team Yankee stuff.
That'd be cool.
some of the stuff we already make, but the kind of the latest version.
Yep. Next generation,
like Leopard 2s and things, and
S-Tanks.
S-Tanks are a weird one because S-Tanks would be best in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
true.
By the 80s, they're getting a little bit. That's why they eventually replaced them. But
so what you're saying is you want super late stuff and you want 70s.
I was going to say, a lot of people in chat are saying the words Checkpoint Charlie.
Yeah, well, that's still on the plan.
It's still
things get shuffled around all the time with our release schedule. So.
Yeah, COVID. I got to say, you hear it from everyone, right? But COVID really screwed up everything with our release schedule, our production cycles, our development this year. So we had a period where the factory wasn't doing anything; they were stuck in lockdown. You never know; they've been having some bad rates over there, so they might shut down again.
Yeah.
We spent 10 or so weeks not in the office.
Yeah.
So that was half the company here in New Zealand not working.
That was the first time around, and then
was it 8 and 2? No, it was
4 for the second one.
4 for the second.
Yeah.
It's disappeared. So
I was in hospital for a week of that. So.
that's true. Not COVID.
Not COVID. No.
So we were. That's messed up our schedule. We do keep talking about Checkpoint Charlie a lot though in the office. I think it's safe to say everyone's a fan. Everyone wants it, and it would be on our see, want, must have now list. Something like M48s, Centurions, all cool stuff.
EBR 90. I'll just drop that in there.
Just yeah.
When you think 6 wheels is enough, have 8.
Yeah. More wheels, more good.
Yeah. So yeah, we're all fans. We all want it.
On the plus side, stuff I've already currently got painted, will be the height of technology back then.
I was going to say my Czechoslovakians are pretty legit when you wind the clock back a bit further.
Winding back to the modern stuff, I was just thinking the Puma would be cool.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, definitely on our list. I see there's discussion about Blackhawks. We'd love Blackhawks. We just got the Huey. You got to give us some time. MI17. Well, we've made the HIP as a resin only, which was going to be a show special. Come up to shows, you can buy HIPs purely as a transport helicopter. Count SAS, however you want to use it. Terrain, whatever you want.
I think Phil even did some. He put together some rules for it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it's pretty much just transport helicopter that can take a certain number of teams. I think it was quite a large number because they're quite big.
They are big. Yeah. So yeah, that was going to be something we were going to sell at shows. Stay tuned. Decisions will be made above our pay grade. Hopefully you guys will be able to go to shows next year, or we'll find a way to get them to you. Checkpoint Charlie, Hungarians.
Hungarian. Well, that's an interesting question.
You said Hungarian.
Was that a Team Yankee question or
I think so.
World War II question? Because we looked at Hungarians for Team Yankee. There wasn't a lot. I mean, they've got their own little scout car, But the trouble with the Scout car is it's so similar to the BRDM. It was kind of not really worth the kind of effort, and it would be resin, and people might be better off buying the plastic one, which would be cheaper for them anyway.
So you can just use one of the other lists to.
I would say pick which rating you think is best. Pick between the Poles, the Czechs, and the East Germans, and which one you think matches what you think the Hungarians will feel like. Same with things like the Bulgarians and the Romanians as well. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I was just looking down. Someone did say Hungarians both World War II and...
Oh, Hungarians World War II are definitely coming, yes.
Yep. Blacker Bob, Striker Brigade with 105mm guns. I know who you are, Blacker Bob. So, where is he? Oh, Finns. Oh, yeah, so Ryan behind the camera there. He's all in the Finn camp as well. It's on the list. Why not? We've got some of the figures for them. Technically,
a lot of those other nations we haven't done. We've got most of the figures for them. Like for example, the Danes. You could do Danes using a mix of West German and Dutch stuff. I would just use the Dutch list for the Danes, to be honest.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Shout out to Musatron. Sorry, I wasn't planning on reading, which is a bit dumb, so I don't have glasses on. So, let's see. Any intention of adding issue 22s to the Warsaw Pact forces? I mean, you can use them right now. Counts as issue 25. Go for it. Love to add more, though. We always like to add more. Love to see Northern Flank. Agreed. I actually was just reading a first book in a series about some Northern Flank battles. I'd love to do Danes, actually. Danes and Norwegians, yeah.
Another excuse to use the US Marines as well.
Yep. All right. I did spot a question about the Tunguska, about how that works. If you want to check out the latest lessons from the front, there's answers on how the Tunguska works, which also affects the ADAX as well. Check it out; that'll answer you.
It's the same. I mean, basically, it's the same weapon system. So if you fire your guns at some helicopters in your turn, and then in the following turn, well, actually the other way around. So if you shoot either the missile or the gun at some aircraft in the opponent's turn, and then it comes to your turn, you still can't fire them in your turn because it counts as one weapon system because it's using the same targeting system and everything. Yep. So yeah.
Modelling for advantage. This isn't a Team Yankee question, but we've nicknamed the Big Four of Late War, so it's a Flames of War question. Mm-hmm. So we'll answer anyway. Mm-hmm. Flames of War is finishing Bagration, and then it's on to the Bulge. So we've got Bagration books to come out. We've got the Germans, and then our Axis Allies book, both out next year. Next live launch, plug for the next live launch, would be somewhere around about the end of January for Bagration Germans. Mm-hmm. What plastics? What have we told people about the plastics?
Panzer 470.
Yep. Which also does Jagdpanzer.
Yep.
Hetzer. Yep. What else? Doesn't matter.
Werbel Oswin.
Yep. So some cool stuff. New army deal coming out for it as well.
Some more half-track bits.
More half-track bits. Yep. So if you're doing 251s, you'll have some more options for that as well.
Yep.
So lots of cool stuff coming for that. Then Axis Allies. So Finns, Hungarians, Romanians. Cool stuff coming. Some old, some new. I think you've got a Hungarian force, I got a Hungarian force, you got a Hungarian force. Mm-hmm. So
Victor was making silly sounds of trying to build an army for each nation out of that book.
Oh, yep.
Really?
Yep. Easy.
Insane. Just quickly, I saw White Death is coming. That's for the Finns in mid-war. Yep. Got pushed back because of COVID. Not far off. It's printed, ready to go. I think it's going to come out with the Axis Allies stuff because then we'll have all the releases, all the products come out with it.
Then all the finished releases for the Axis Allies book will also work for most of the mid-war stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Last question. I'm only going to answer this one. Well, we have answered it before, but any plans for special forces? Get that a lot, eh? Why do we not see SEAL teams? Spetsnaz, yeah. I can't think of what the sort of stay behind British. Well, I suppose it's SAS guys, right?
SAS.
Yeah.
I think they still have the special boat service as well, don't they?
Yeah, yep. So, do you want to answer it?
Well, basically because of their role on they don't have a role in the front line of the battlefield. They have a role in the rear areas. They do sneaky blow up stuff.
Yeah,
take people, that sort of thing.
Take people.
they've got a very special set of skills.
Yeah.
I think of the sort of the intro to Red Storm Rising, where you see they've got the Spetsnaz units going and shutting down power stations.
Yeah, that sort of
stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they're not going to stand up well to an armoured column.
yeah.
They're not packing a whole lot of gear. They're hanging out, causing trouble, lasing targets,
They're very
hitting supply dumps, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
It'd be quite cool. Those sort of troops that you really need a more skirmish level sort of game, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. It has a... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can't read your name. Sorry to our ex-US Marine Corps sniper. Between purple, my eyesight, and a black background. I'll give you a shout out, but yeah, I don't think you want to go up against a T-80 one-on-one. It's going to be ugly. All right. Thanks for turning up, guys. I know we've said this a few times. We'd like to do this more. We'd like to kind of hang out. It is fun. We do enjoy it.
We're in the new building now.
Yeah. And we've got Ryan behind the camera to help us out. He's a bit more techo, so he can actually help us.
Don't have to rely on you at home with your dodgy system.
Yep, we're not at home anymore, so that's good. Touch wood.
My terrible internet. Remember
Yeah.
first lockdown.
Terrible internet.
But we will bring back the goggles.
Goggles.
Now, I just saw someone out of the corner of my eye just reminding me to say we do have a winner for our competition. So if you correctly guessed the missile type and your name is Cliff, so Cliff 1916, congratulations, you are the winner.
What they won?
I want to say an army deal and a book, 1916. 916.
916.
Oh,
you
916.
added 1,000 years to him.
So he just got a lot older, you reckon? Yeah, so Cliff 916, congratulations. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll be doing this again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Ryan's saying, does he want to do a quick pan? Have a quick look. We'll try and not show the large computer that's in the way there that he's using. We're still going to do a bit of tidying up in the place around here.
The battle report table's still there.
We are hoping that we can use the space often to do some live streams and other battle reports and stuff like that.
Yeah, most of the Team Yankee stuff's that way, I think. Yes.
Behind in flames.
Behind us,
Behind
yeah. And there's flames.
Yeah. Yes. Cool. Stay tuned. Hope to see you again soon. And stay safe.
Yes.